Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with another Disney layout flip through. So I completed 318 layouts for Disney World for a trip that my family took back in June. And since then have finished 8 books, and in the last few weeks I have shared 6 of those books. This is Hollywood Studios Galaxy's Edge. So it is all from Galaxy's Edge, except there is a couple of things that are from Bright Outside, but Star Wars, all of it is Star Wars. So this is a pretty big layout share because this is one of my larger books. So, and then there is one more book to share, and it is also from Galaxy's Edge, but it is only from one ride, and that is the Rise of the Resistance. So if you have not been on it, then, well, it was fabulous. So this is from all the other rides and adventures that we had at Disney that is related to Star Wars. So let's get started. And you should be able to see both layouts. I hope there's not too much of a glare. This is the cover page that I created. All of the Star Wars paper is from Cricut brand that I ordered off of Amazon. You can also get it, I think, at Joann Fabrics and maybe other places. I'm not sure. So if you see any Star Wars paper, that is what it is from. The Star Wars stickers are Sandylion or other brands similar to that. Not all of them are Scrapbook safe, so if they are on a picture, they are typically matted first, but most of them are not on a picture. There are quite a few that are Star Wars related, but they're by Reminisce, and they're just kind of Star Wars-esque. So this is Echo Park, this is EK Success, but then all the other stuff is pretty much Cricut. And then this is also EK Success. This is by Keller's Creation. It said My Happy Place, but it is Our Happy Place, so I marked that out and put the Our. And then I made a shaker pocket with some Mickey heads. This was from a cupcake box that I got as a gift, and I thought it would make a good shaker pocket, so I put some cut stars in there, Mickey heads and sequins. And then I have this Star Wars, I think it's EK Success. I will make sure that is noted in the description below if that is not from EK Success. I'll look. I think I can find out. So, and then I did have these stickers that are from, they're not Scrapbook safe, and I made a point of saying I would not put them on my pictures, and the very first page I did. So luckily I can reprint this if need be. So these are shirts that I made for my family. This is the morning we were getting ready to go to Hollywood Studios and spend the majority of our day in Galaxy's Edge. This is the map I fussy cut out from the bigger map, and then matted it and put it in this little frame and put the date on here. This came from Echo Park. This is us on the bus road trip to a galaxy far, far away. I use more of the washi tape as well as different papers from the Cricut paper. And this is, I always make a map page. This is a picture that I screenshot from Disney's website. This is specifically of Galaxy's Edge. And then this is the whole park, or the whole thing is back here, but I covered it up. So these are just extra pictures that I had. And then these are the details of the different things in Galaxy's Edge. I started using a lot of stencils that I created on my Cricut and used Tim Holtz and Ranger Distress Oxides. I had 3 different colors, so you'll see a lot of blues and purple in here. So that, and then most of these embellishments are either from the Reminisce or from Echo Park. I made another shaker pocket and a star, and it's got Mickey heads and some sequins in there. All 4 of these are from the Star Tours, and they all have the same kind of background. This is a stencil pull from this one, so I sprayed this one out and then laid a piece of paper down to pull the extra ink off. I love the way it turned out. Big awesome. These are American Crafts, and then I always put the little thing down here that I cut out from the map. And then these are some other stencils that I cut out on my Cricut. I just cut them out of paper, so they aren't going to last forever like a nice Mylar one that you can buy, but I was working with what I had. And then this is American Crafts. This came off of a birthday card. I just fussy cut it out and put him here because he's actually right there. This is all Cricut paper as well. I used some inks and just did an ink stripe down here with just took an ink pad and took it all up and down. And then this is a backpack that me and my daughter bought while we were at Disney. And so I took all sorts of funny pictures with my backpack. Here's the receipt from the backpack. I just titled it Best Friends. This says, do have no fear, Yoda is here. And I did some inking through a stencil down here. Used some different shades of green washi here. And then just matted all these different pictures. And yes, that's Yoda hanging on the bathroom stall. I had to take a picture because it's kind of hard to go to the bathroom when Yoda is watching you. I know, TMI. This is from that Reminisce. So is that. And I think it's called Space Wars is what the Reminisce collection is. And I got that on Amazon as well. This was using up scraps. I used tons of blue scraps on this side, tons of green scraps on this side. This is from the milk, the blue and green milk that you can get at Disney or in Galaxy's Edge. And this is my family trying the blue milk. We didn't take a picture of the green milk. I do not have any clue why. I just put a ton of ephemera on either side that had the blue and green. I had this leftover paper that I did not use, and I just used my Creative Memories whole circle punches and cut out these and then made some green ones to go with it. And then just used some Sandylion ephemera from the cut-apart. And then I made this page with some Recollections papers, and I pulled this off of, I think this is the one I pulled off of the internet because I had this one and this one, but I needed just something else that had like the menu. So the blue milk, the green milk, and this, I don't know. I'm not even gonna read that. We don't serve their kind here was a phrase from the movie, and so my husband told me to use that as the title. This, I did some inking on the background. It's a little hard to see maybe on camera, but it's green. I had just gotten some new colors, so I was trying some new things out. So I did, this is a stencil pull, so I had sprayed another page, and then this is just the lift. This is Echo Park paper. This is my family as they are walking into Galaxy's Edge, and it's just titled, Is This Real Life? And then here is the market merchant thing from the map. And more washi tape. So awesome and unique. This is just some of the skyline in Galaxy's Edge. There is a lot of pictures of like the buildings and the forms that are all around there. There are a ton. Like I'm about to get to the Millennium Falcon, and then it's just all over from there. This is all Echo Park, fussy cut from Echo Park. This is the trash cans in Galaxy's Edge. There is a note here about them. Just says, fun fact, every trash can inside Galaxy's Edge is marked with the number 3263827. And that is the note of the trash compactor that Luke and them are trapped in and almost get squished by. So I found that on the internet. I thought that was so cool. So I titled this page that 3263827. And then use some Tim Holtz chipboard. And then this was a tutorial on scrapbooking with AnnMarie.com, and I love the way that turned out. And then I pulled some of these same papers over here because this page goes with this page in the aspect of this is a Dianoga, I don't know how to say it, that's in this water fountain, and it is a creepy little dude who was actually the critter who attacked Luke in the compactor. So it all is connected, which is noted here. And then there is another journaling thing here, or this is the picture, and I've got some notes in the back. And then this little thing right here has some more notes about this guy popping up every time you got water. He popped up more than just then, but definitely when you filled your water bottle up. And then this is the bathroom. Some more creative or Cricut paper. And I just used some hexagons. I think that was a part of a challenge that I did. I think having a pocket was a challenge, so that's why I made the pocket for this extra picture. And this is some more of that light stencil spray with the different green shades of the Distress inks. I used some more of the Circles Up, some Echo Park paper, some more of the Tim Holtz. This is in the marketplace. These are just some of the neat things of the scenery, the lights and stuff. Everything was just super cool. This is inside the Ronto Roasters, and this is a droid that they actually had in one of the movies. That's from the map. This I cut out on my Cricut. This is from Tim Holtz. This is from Photoplay. So I did have a Photoplay Disney-esque 6x6. It was these darker colors and not the bright reds that Echo Park uses, so it was kind of hard to blend them a lot. So if it was a case like this, like I do have red on here, but not like a ton. Sorry, a big bug just flew in here and startled me. And sorry, it was climbing on my scrapbook, and that is not cool. So here is the beginning of the Galaxy's Edge. I mean the sorry, the Millennium Falcon. I'm just so tongue-tied by this big bug who just flew in here. So this is, I titled this page Wowza. This is the first time we came around the corner and there was the Millennium Falcon, just humongous. I made this big Millennium Falcon shaker pocket. I found it and created it on my Cricut, and then just cut a hole out of the middle and put some foam under there and made that, and then I put some stickers in here, so there's like Chewbacca and R2-D2 and C-3PO and Han Solo are in there. Here's a picture of my son with it as well. You will see some more pictures very similar to this coming up. Lots and lots of pictures of the Millennium Falcon. I couldn't help it. It was just overwhelmingly amazing. So this is from the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Here's another picture of the Millennium Falcon, and then this is our family group picture. This was a sketch that I found on Pinterest, I think, and I just kind of made it my own. I just was trying to do some new things, and I like doing sketches sometimes when I'm feeling a little lost. And sometimes they come from scrapbookingwitannemarie.com, and sometimes I just go on a Pinterest hunt. This is, if you've seen any of my layout shares before, this is one that I use a lot because I love the way this looks. So, in the beginning of the year, Grace Tolman on YouTube started a Digging Through My Stash A through Z, and her first one was alphas. So she did something just very similar to this, but used alphas, like all her extra alphas. And so I took that and I have run with that like crazy. Every book has one of these similar setups because I just love the way they look. So I did this obviously different. I got to do some journaling on here. But this is, I just filled it in with stars and then added some embellishments and some Park Lane gemstones all around. And these are just some more details of the Millennium Falcon. And this is just titled Big Stuff. And then I originally put this journaling thing here because there's a picture here, but I ended up blowing this picture up over here and creating a whole layout that explains it. So I'll have to think of something else to journal here, which won't be a problem because there was like so much to see. But in this little picture, there's a hidden Millennium Falcon in the pipes. So I just blew the picture up so that you could see it better. Made another little baby Millennium Falcon shaker pocket. that has Mickey heads and some stickers and stuff in there as well. I distressed it and made it a little different. I distressed the whole outside of this with Tim Holtz distress inks in some different colors, and then journaled on these stickers about the Millennium Falcon, the little baby one. And then this is some more distress inks that I sprayed, some Echo Park. These are from the Cricut paper. This is just inside as we went. This is just some fun pictures that we took while we were waiting in line. It was like a 50-minute wait, totally worth it. Do it all over again. Let's be silly. I used a ton of different stickers. This is Echo Park. On this one, this was might have been a design team challenge or a design team sketch, because this is definitely Anne Marie-ish, because she likes, she does all these really neat angles that I would not think to put together. So I think that this might have been a design team sketch. And then I just used some Cricut paper, Echo Park paper, cut out some stars. And actually, I think this is one star that I cut in half. Then I layered this one up with some washi. And then this over here is my daughter's page of being up to no good, and titled it Happy Trouble, because she was touching everything in line, all the buttons, photobombing my pictures. There was these windows up, and there's a sign that says don't touch the window, and she touched it, and then she met a guy in line that had a fanny pack shirt and a fanny pack, and she thought that was fabulous. So this is a bunch of Distress Oxide sprays and some lifts as well. This is more Distress Oxides. This I actually colored myself. This was also a sketch, design team sketch. I'm about 99.99% sure this was a design team sketch as well. And I just titled it Where the Fun Begins, because this is us going down the hallway to actually get into the Millennium Falcon. This is more distress inks, and they're pink, which is fine, but it was fired red brick, and I thought it'd be red, but on the black it is not red. On white and lighter colors it is pretty red. Like here you can see the same color, looks a little bit more red, not red, red. This is inside the Millennium Falcon. I titled it Falcon Squad. This is American Crafts. This is from Keller's Creation. And I love the way these pictures turned out. This is one of the most unique pages that I have ever created. All you have to do, these are the pictures that I took inside the ride. And yes, I was yelled at because I was taking pictures and not shooting, which was my job. I was the gunner. So I didn't know how to put all these pictures on a page. I'd done a lot where they were lined up like this, and I didn't want to do that. So I put them on a circle, put a brad in the middle, and so now you can spin the page completely around. Of course, if it's not the way that I initially started it, the title that says Make Your Own Magic will not be right-sided. But you can turn it to see all the pictures, at least, until you are done looking. So you don't have to, like, turn your head. You just turn the page. And then these are more distress sprays that I did. Actually, no, these are not. This is an ink pad. I took a stencil that I had done that I sprayed inks through before, took ink pads and just wiped them through. This is Distress Oxides. This was me experimenting to see if the stencils that I created on my Cricut would work, and they did. This is inside the Millennium Falcon, out like what we were seeing, running errands. This is You Are Amazing, and these I did a black and white of the picture that I had already posted on here. My son was in. I zoomed in and just did the Millennium Falcon and did black and white, and then I took this offline because it shows the entire thing, which I don't think I could have gotten to a place where I could have taken this picture because we enter over here, so I don't think you could see that. So I did that. These are pictures of the tracks that are in the concrete on Galaxy's Edge, and it's from different droids or aliens. This is the same picture as this, but I wanted to blow it up because there was a story that went with it. And originally I was going to journal it, but I ended up printing the picture from what I found online that the Imagineers actually took rubbings from the feet of the original R2-D2 droid from Star Wars A New Hope and used that to create these tracks, which I thought was super cool. I did some splattering with some of my new inks and just called it Droid Tracks. More sprays, lots of sprays in this book. And I just tucked all these pictures. This is the second time we went on the Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, so that's why I titled it Again and Again. We would have gone back more, but it was getting late. This is inside. We had changed positions. My son was flying and my daughter was shooting with me. And then this is our score. And I just decorated this 4.5 by 6.5 paper with all these different numbers all around that kind of went with the red, blue, and yellow and white. And then tucked in some fussy cut tickets over there. And then down here, beware 12-year-old driver. Yes, I know he's a pilot. That's okay. He did better than the 19-year-old, just saying. This is one of my favorite pages. This was one of the first ones that I created. This is a picture my daughter took. She did it very artistically of Kylo Ren and a stormtrooper, or a First Order trooper, I think they're called now. I don't know. And then I had these, titled it Big Meanie. This was a 12 by 12 paper, and I fussy cut the Death Star out of it. And yes, I've been given enough grief that Kylo Ren was not really on the Death Star, but I love this page anyway, and that is fine. I added some little stars to pop some color in there, used Echo Park, and then this is that Cricut paper again. I just love this page. Scary Moments Not was Stormtroopers and the Kylo Ren. These are the pictures that I took, which I thought were good, but hers was really great. Used some more of the washi, the Cricut paper, and the Echo Park paper. And this is American Crafts. This is Reminisce paper. And I love this paper. Some of it was kind of hard to work with unless it was like something that really fit. There was a lot of Galaxy paper, and that was totally easy to use. This is my son with Ray in the background. I found this quote online. My husband doesn't like it. I may end up having to go back and change it. Who knows? He thought of like 10 other lines that would be more fitting, but some of them were like full-on sentences. So, this is some of the ships that that they have just displayed, and then this is a picture of my kids with one of them. And then I just used one of the tutorials, same one from Anne-Marie, Scrapbooking with Anne-Marie.com. Used some washi, covered up a circle, used some of the Galaxy paper that I was talking about from Reminisce, titled it Dream Ride, and this is from American Crafts. This is all the bad guys. So I used a lot of the Reminisce, the Cricut paper. I used some stickles to make these silver dots, and then added some stars, put some ships out there. I'm not even going to say TIE Fighter or A-Wing or X-Wing or whatever, because I always get it wrong. So we're just saying the ships. And I titled it, This Is Not the Children You're Looking For. I am going to go in and change it to say These Are, because my husband gave me lots and lots of grammar grief. And it was because I had no E's in this letter set. So I went with this is, but I'm going to fix it. That's one thing that I'm going to mark to fix. So anyway, these are not the children you're looking for, which is actually what my husband said to the Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren when we walked up. And then they hackled him, and he hackled them back. This came from a card. I fussy cut it, the same card that I fussy cut C-3PO out of. And you will see more of that if you are here. Maybe it's in the end of this book. And then this is just another one of the ships. Did some tearing, did some matting and tracing. This was just some stormtroopers or First Order troopers that I saw. This was a tutorial, probably with Scrapbooking with Anne-Marie.com. Most of my tutorials or sketches are from her. And yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. It's needs tons and tons of layering. I don't know. If it's not from her, it's from State Goddess. I scrap lift a lot of her stuff sometimes, so there's just no telling. I did some distress marks on the outside. These little red polka dots are actually from the inside of this border here. I just took the little circles out and used them as extra embellishments, and it's called Buddies. And then this says Out of This World Soda Pop. These are from Galaxy's Edge. I actually still have these. One is full, one is not. I had these circles that were not the right color for this page. And so I took washi tape and covered all of them, and then just added some embellishments around. And then this is when it rained when we were in Galaxy's Edge. And it just says, are we on Octu, which I looked into, and it was the only place that had lots and lots of rain. And this right here with the raindrops is actually a journaling square or a journaling pocket. I wrapped it with some washi so that it would not, if the whole thing comes out, which is fine, it's still decorated. And then just tuck some stars around. And I did actually spray these with the Distress Oxides and then water sprayed so that they would run down and look like rain. This is from Docking Bay 7, which is where we had our dinner. So this is from the menu outside. This is the meals that my husband and son and me and my daughter had. This is the inside. I actually did not go in there. My husband did, but I got this off the internet. Which is why I didn't care to put this snack time non-safe for scrapbooking kind of thing on here, because it's just from the internet. It's not of any serious importance. I just thought it was kind of neat. And then this is my husband, the Dark Side Jedi Knight. He bought a lightsaber. This is from the internet. I just pulled this from there because it just had all the different parts that typically you build your own. He did not do that because you had to schedule in advance, and we didn't know that. So there you go. There's your tip. If you want to build your own, first of all, it's very expensive. And second of all, you better book it ahead, and they may not have what you want because they were out of Luke and they were out of Darth Vader. And then maybe not coming back with Darth Vader according to what we were told. So anyway, this was a rub-on that I've had for a million years, it feels. So I rubbed it on some white paper, cut it out and put it up on foam. This was two different stickers that were in one of my sticker sets. I bought this Reminisce paper because for this specifically, because it looks like lightsabers and it was really cool looking. So I used lots and lots of really fun stuff on here. This, and this are all from Keller's Creation, which is acidfree.com. Most of these other things are either Echo Park or Reminisce. Echo Park, Sandylion is this paper back here, and then of course the Star Wars paper, like I said, is from Cricut. And the last page for the Star Wars album, this is where the rest of the birthday card went. I fussy cut all these characters out. My cousin had actually written names on them, so I had to be creative, which is why it looks like Luke is trying to cut Han Solo's head off. These actually came from the internet, and I was okay with that. I needed something to finish this book out. I wasn't really sure exactly how to do that because I had scrapbooked all the pages and I was one page short to finish. So this came from that card. These came from the card. This is Reminisce. This is Reminisce. I pulled this. This is the end of the movie, the Return of the Jedi, and I thought this was appropriate to end this book. So I used tons and tons of the leftover papers. I used my fussy cut little characters, and I used this screenshot that I had already printed for my Yoda page with my backpack but didn't use. So I just put it all in here, and I love the way it turned out. It's super, super busy, which is a little busier than my normal, but you know. So it is a lot of pages. Between this and the other one, I know it was like 70 something or 80 something pages. So I will have one more layout share for the Rise of the Resistance. Spoiler alert, if you have not been on it and you do not want to know what's going to happen, don't watch the layout share. That's all I can tell you. So it has been a joy to go through this with you all. I hope you got some inspiration, even if you're not going to be scrapbooking Star Wars, for layouts or something along those lines, or just different ways that you can use your inks and things that you can try. If you're looking for more inspiration, you can always go to scrapbookingwithanemarie.com. She's got a free membership and a paid one, and there's lots and lots of challenges and prompts, tutorials. It's fabulous. But there are tons and tons of ways to get inspiration. So I hope that you all will do that and scrap your memories. And I hope that you all get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping.